Not a good games, man. What are you playing? What are you doing to keep your sanity and taking a break from crypto, I guess? Playing some games? Chilling? There's some good games. By the way, ladies and gents, this is not about video games. This is about, well, I actually came across, yes, the market is bloody. I came across an article. I found it interesting. I guess it was a sponsored post. However, I cannot, well, unfortunately, you have to subscribe in order to read the entire stuff. But I'm just going to stick to their Twitter account. They have a thread on this, probably 6 posts. And I'm just going to read, all right, and just make sense out of this, all right? And I just want to have a one-on-one conversation real quick because you see me or hear me talk about grains, staking, taking profit and all that. But I also mentioned this when Bitcoin was pretty much, well, 2-3 months back. We know that we are in a bear market and the whole world doesn't look good. But then we will get carried away with new protocols, projects coming out of nowhere. It's going to happen. There will be new projects that will be built in this bear market, right? So you have to understand why certain things pump, because if not, you'll be the bag holder or you will be providing liquidity for some whales. And so, I mean, that's the reality. Not everybody can win, okay? And I can't even give you any hopium in this bloody copium market, because most likely we will see lower lows. And I'm really not too sure about what to expect because it's very unexpected, the market. But to be on the safer side, logical assumption, when you know what's happening in the market, the Fed raising rates, and also the global market, which we're going to see in a second from some of the posts here, right? I'm not going to dig too deeper. Just want to see what's interesting. And I'm going to just read this, all right? Yeah, of course. Fed hikes rate to highest since 2007. That's crazy. And then Bitcoin tumbles. And matter of fact, one of my friend, retailer, right? He's in Australia. This is a good example because obviously we see things differently. All right. I told him several months back, bro, don't get excited. Maybe accumulate, take profits, whatever you can. If you're in a good place where the thing pumped, take profits because I'm sure it's going to dump again based on what the market is giving, right? But then again, like I said, he was excited. And Bitcoin it was right here, right? 18,000, right? So you remember it was trading flat for quite some time. All right, from this area, August, oh no, from even here. Look at this, up and down, up and down. It's just coming up and down. So people were, retailers totally unsure what's happening. Oh, I think we are back in bull market again. Literally, that's what he said. All right, when Bitcoin from here went up to 21, 22, he got excited. Again, it's gonna happen. If tomorrow Bitcoin goes to 22K or 23K, he's going to get excited and say, hey, man, I think we're back in bull market. So why I'm telling you this, because today, earlier on, this is what he said. Bro, okay, in Bengali, din din down hocche, din din down hocche means every day is going down. Yeah. Why are you surprised? And I said, why are you surprised? It'll get worse. Recession just getting started. I said, if it goes too low, I'll be destroyed. And then he responded, I'm already destroyed. Oh, well. Yeah, I mean, fine. If that's the case. He was also holding Luna. And then Luna crashed. Too bad. But my point is, all right, we might see most likely lower lows. Capitulation probably hasn't started yet. I'm freaking out, frankly speaking. Like, man. Although I keep saying I'm bullish on Cosmos ecosystem and this and that, but Bitcoin is the king. And if Bitcoin goes down, it's going to take everything with it, right? Capitalism, whatever it is, okay? It's going to happen. Even the project can be top notch. If Bitcoin goes down to 15K, all right? I mean, it's going to take other stuff, right? So it sucks to see that, but you have to be prepared for this. If you're playing in any Ponzi, any kind of, I don't know, whatever, and if you're profitable, then get out because it's not going to get nasty. Don't get greedy. Simple as that. And also, it's nothing wrong to actually average down right now, okay? If you believe in a project, whatever, in the Cosmos system or Ethereum or whatever your choice may be, you can dollar cost average, or you can just buy decent chunk, whichever you may prefer. Okay, I mean, bear market is for accumulation, but like I said, the best way, if you're staking, that's the best way to do, because you're getting rewards and you can compound and expand. But if you are, well, you have an income, then I can understand it can get difficult, because you might get in the market today and the market might tank tomorrow. So you might think, oh shoot, I should have waited, right? But when you're playing with the rewards, things work a little differently, so you might not get upset, right? So yeah, ladies and gents, be a little careful, all right? So now, I found this article interesting, so let's read, and then I'll come to this, and then that's it, all right? Why should we be happy about inflation and worried about something else? All right, let me actually give you a better screen, right? There you go. How could high inflation possibly be good? Not only are you paying more for stuff than a year ago, but the consistently higher than expected readings in the consumer price index continue to devastate the stock market, sending the S&P 500 down over 1,000 points on Tuesday. Its worst day since June 2020. So if Dow Jones and they go down, it's going to take Bitcoin down. So you get the point, right? One of the America's top financial historians says this moment calls for a lesson in economics. Okay. Not only are you paying more for stuff than a year ago, but inflation continues. Okay, I read this. One of America's top financial historians says the moment in economy calls for a lesson in economics. He argues that there is a major economic shift taking place that people should welcome. All right. So what does the new economy look like, according to DeLong? You will own nothing. Oh well. Fewer in-person workers in retail establishments. A lot more delivery orders. Hold on. Is it a good thing? Substantially more goods production, and also substantially more information, entertainment, and production. Inflation in the US is currently serving two functions that could help the economy in the long run by expanding new economic sectors, uncovering and optimizing supply chain snacks. By the way, I'm just reading an article by Fortune. Doesn't mean I agree with every single point, but makes sense. However, the shift to the new economy requires moving workers from industries like retail and hospitality into expanding sectors, which means higher inflation. If you want to create economic incentives for people to move into the expanding sector where we actually need more workers, the wages have to go up. DeLong also believes that inflation today means less supply chain issues in the future. That logic is based on the economic adage that high prices are often the best cure for the high prices. But as always, there's a catch. In the worst case scenario, slow economic growth could cause stagflation. And DeLong says it is still very possible, especially if people's expectation of prices to keep going up will lead to inflation sticking for longer. Some economists claim that inflation is already booming in trend persistence. Yeah, so that's not good news anyways. I don't know why that's sounding positive. Even my background music right now is so positive. It's pumping. But sure, we should be positive. But at the same time, this can be brutal, all right? And like I said, it can last for a year, 2, 3. But I also have another topic, like maybe a video topic, maybe for some other day. Because time goes so fast. So if you can figure out what we could do in this 3 years time or 2 years time span, then you don't have to worry about anything else, right? Literally, just focus on your craft. Again, I probably will have another video on this, all right? So yes, my point is, it's difficult. Even if you're staking or whatever, trading, if the market is kind of flat, you gotta find something else. I mean, everything will take a hit to some extent. So profits would be, well, tiny unless you're playing with billions of dollars, right? And okay, so over here, we actually have some other interesting take from people. But I don't want to dig deeper because then I might end up finding some unnecessary stuff. I don't want to edit this so much. So I don't want to read this. But here, the Fed just raised rates by... Look at this picture. It says, you'll own nothing. What is this?
Hashtag. Pretty much everyone agrees inflation is the main culprit and that the Fed, if they would announce a rate increase, it could get really bad. That's what all of this has been about. They announced it today.
As expected. This is what... Okay, see? Americans already know we are in a recession. They feel it at the gas pumps and grocery stores. The system is rigged. Okay. The Fed now knows that a recession is here and worsening. Now the question becomes, how bad does it get? The Fed waited too long to raise rates, and now they're playing catch up. Catching up and lowering inflation can only be done with this recession, maybe even a depression. Guys, the words are... And you know what's trending right now? Prices are increasing. Guess what? Look, seriously, this is what's trending. Prices are increasing. You see this? It just went off. That's crazy. Extreme hawkish. Fed statement, just like past printing and tightening. If you print it, I found one thing. One post was very. Let me see if I can find it. So this guy posted this one, $1 bill. This is the $1 bill, bro. So I'll take 10 of these. $10, please, sir. Yeah, I'll take 100 of these since it's $1. This is the new currency, ladies and gents. You cannot make this up. 1 year ago, the Fed said inflation would be 2% today. Today, the Fed said inflation won't hit 2% until 2025. Get ready. Spencer Schiff. Isn't it Peter Schiff's? Is he related to Spencer Schiff? Is he his son? I forgot. Federal Reserve is making a policy mistake. I've got news for you. The Fed's very existence is one of the worst policy mistakes in the American history. Whoa. So, ladies and gents, yes, I don't want to drag this longer, but I just wanted to show you, and these are all I could actually see from latest, but that'll be a lot of unnecessary news. Yeah, that's all. I don't want to go deeper, but man, things don't look really that great. So the last thing you want to happen right now in your life is when something breaks down, like unnecessarily, or you get scammed. You put your money, life savings, some random Ponzi or whatever, and everything goes down, right? I mean, there are a lot of tokens. I'm sure you understand. A lot of tokens that are just pumping. You have to be very, very careful. The liquidity. Oh my God, bro. The liquidity. When you have only $84,000, it only takes $100 or $500 to $1,000 to just give you a big, huge green dildo and a drop as well. This is insanity. So there are a lot of tokens and projects like this out there. If you're invested in any, if you're getting scammed, please avoid. Try to save your money, protect your money. Okay, I'm not gonna ask you to put in any other projects. If you're interested, if you feel you want to accumulate, if you want to play risky or whatever, I would suggest play defensive right now. Save money, maybe buy into tokens which you have potential to go up, back up, not Ponzi's. All right. Pump it. I'll see you soon.